Welcome to another series of these calls, which are Ask Air. And I only wish that you ask me the deepest questions of your heart. Why is it that people suffer? There is such an important question that is in people's hearts, and people don't want to find the answer. The message I send you today: are we all born just to suffer and to die? Or is there a way out of this suffering? That is the question that I was in search of. When I went in Talash, I was in search of eternal happiness. I wanted to find a way where there was bliss and peace and no sorrow. And then I found it. I found a way to be happy all the time. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. So I wish to share with you all that secret. But do we have questions ready today? Surinder Goyal. The first question is always an appreciation. Unmute and start, please. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, the Gospel of John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. और हमारे वैदिक लिटरेचर में भी है सर, शब्द ब्रह्मा, अक्षर ब्रह्मा, नाद ब्रह्मा. क्या सृष्टि की रचना शब्द से हुई है?
तो क्या समझते हैं आप, ये क्या है शब्द?
वाइब्रेशन है सर, वाइब्रेशन, शब्द, साउंड. जैसे ओम को कहते हैं सर, ओम इज द प्रणव.
तो the challenge that we are given, Surinder, ठीक है, शब्द है, शब्द है, शब्द है, जैसे आप उनको बोलो. The point is, a word can be taken also the wish of God. In the beginning there was a word. राजा का एक कहा कहना, वो भी word होता है. So it is the biggest problem in our world is how we interpret. Now the way I look at it, Surinder, ऐसा है, मुझे उस समय से क्या लेना देना? मुझे और आपको यही तो है. Surinder Goyal will die or will not die? Will die. हमारा काम क्या है सुरेंद्र? मरने से पहले हमें जीवन का मकसद अचीव करना है. आप मानते हैं? कौन किसका बाप था, किसके कितने बेटियां थी, कितनी बीबियां थी, हमें क्या देता? हमें कुछ. करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, यू टेल मी आई एम रॉन्ग.
सर, अगर हमें ये नहीं पता चलेगा कि हम कहाँ से आए हैं और हमें कहाँ जाना है, तो मेन मकसद तो वही है सर हमारा. आपको
कभी पता चलेगा ही नहीं ना. कैसे पता चलेगा? आप कहाँ से, आप नहीं जानते हैं. माँ के कोख से आए ना. लेकिन ये भी आप जानते हैं कि आप एक चपाती नहीं है जो माँ किचन में बना सकती है. बना सकती है माँ, आपको बना सकती है? नो चांस. लेट अस स्टिक टू द पॉइंट. हमारा मकसद ये है कि हमें उस प्रभु से एक होना है. यही थ्रू इन्फरेंस मतलब कोई ये पूछता है लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी कैसे है? हो नहीं सकता है. द क्वेश्चन इज, अगर हम एप्पल ऊपर फेंकते हैं, कितने सालों से लोग पार्क में बैठते थे, सिटिंग द पार्क, एप्पल यूज्ड टू फॉल ऑन द हेड एंड एवरीबॉडी यूज्ड टू से आउच 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 आउच. एप्पल गिरा, आउच. एक ही न्यूटन था जो बोला व्हाई एप्पल फेल डाउन, व्हाई एप्पल डिड नॉट फॉल अप. मतलब नीचे गिरा का मतलब ये कोई रीजन है ना, ऊपर क्यों नहीं गया, नीचे क्यों आया? तो उसका मतलब ये है बिकॉज देयर इज अ फोर्स कॉल्ड ग्रेविटी, वी आर जस्ट पुलिंग डाउन. तो जैसे वो इन्फ्रेंस है, हमें इन्फ्रेंस करना है. इन्फ्रेंस ये करना है कि हम एक शक्ति है, वी आर अ पावर, वी कम फ्रॉम द डिवाइन पावर, वी विल गो बैक टू द डिवाइन पावर. इवन साइंस हैज प्रूव्ड दैट एवरी सेल ऑफ द बॉडी इज एनर्जी. इवन द लॉ शोज कि अगर वो शक्ति निकल जाती हम मर जाते हैं. तो सुरेंद्र, दिस इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड रियलाइजेशन. इसको आपको मालूम नहीं हो सकता है. ये आपने अभी भी आपने क्या कहा? वी वांट टू नो, आई वांट टू. आपने कहा आई वांट टू नो वेयर आई केम फ्रॉम, वेयर आई विल गो. आपके ही शब्द थे. यू कैन नॉट नो सुरेंद्र, यू हैव टू रियलाइज. रियलाइज का मतलब है आपको एक अनुभूति होगी. एक अनुभूति एक बात होती है और जानना दूसरी बात होती है. मैं जानता हूं, क्या जानते हो? मैं जानता हूं ये समुंदर है, ठीक है, जानते हो समुंदर है, लेकिन we
देखा
know it, but we don't realize it. So in the beginning there was the word, and in the
yes
end there will be nothing. Surinder Goyal and air, we will both become air. हम दोनों जो है, we both will disappear from the stage. वो क्या मैं हमेशा वो गाता था ना, सिकंदर, एक दिन सिकंदर दुनिया का राजा, मौत से वो बचना चाहा, बचा वो। रेडी, अलेक्जेंडर ग्रेट, उनको बोलते हैं अलेक्जेंडर महान, हाँ, अलेक्जेंडर द ग्रेट।
great.
क्या हुआ उस महान को? तो सुरेंद्र, let us stick to the point. Let us realize that we have a purpose. और time is very less, सुरेंद्र. Do you realize this point? कल गारंटी नहीं कि मैं कॉल पे हूँगा। क्या आप दे सकते हैं कल और आप और मैं दोनों कॉल पर रहेंगे? कल गारंटी आप दे सकते हैं? यू आर अ
नहीं सर,
डॉक्टर, यू सी एवरी डे इन द हॉस्पिटल, आज है कल नहीं है, आपने कितने बार देखा है? हर दिन देखते हैं आप। तो प्लीज let us get to the point that we don't have time. Okay?
okay sir, thank you sir.
वो हम, थैंक यू। हाँ, मुत्कुला आनंद,
Shivam sir.
शिवोहम।
Sir, actually my question, actually I wanted to ask something. Due to this pandemic, I have lost my father-in-law and sister-in-law in a span of 11 days. That is in the month of May. Okay, and my niece is there who is aged around 22 years. After her mother's death, at night time she's little discomfort and hearing some sounds. She says that I'm able to hear some sounds. And she's in a really disturbed way. And frankly speaking, I want you to guide us in this situation so that there is there where we can find a solace in your words.
Let me tell you one thing.
Sure, sir.
I think you mentioned that your mother-in-law and father-in-law, that you said?
Sorry, father-in-law and sister-in-law. My husband's sister.
Okay, both passed away.
Yes, sir.
And you believe that they passed away because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
But
yes,
if
sir.
not, if the logic is this, if COVID was a killer, it should kill all of us. So COVID is an infection, but death is due to some other reason. So we have to understand, first of all, that death is in the hands of the divine. Nobody can die just like that. That's why the believers are able to be very strong. So who's the one who's now suffering? The 22-year-old is whom?
My niece.
Who's that?
My niece, sir.
Your niece.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, she's not on this call. Next time, try to bring her on the call.
She's sitting beside me, but she doesn't want to come in front of the camera.
No problem. Let me explain to you. Who is creating these noises? It is the mind. The mind is creating this noise. Okay, I'm asking you one question. Your sister-in-law is intelligent like you, right? She understands what the point is, right? Let me explain to you one thing. If a person is deaf, you'll hear voice. You'll hear noise.
No.
You don't hear the noise if you're deaf. The noise is being heard by the ears. The ear is picking a noise out of imagination. There is no noise. We know, you know there is no noise. Your niece or she is finding the noise because this death has created a kind of a fear, has created a kind of a panic. Why this happened? Why it should not have happened? We are feeling bad. Anybody will feel bad. If somebody dies, anybody will feel bad. But we have to realize that death is certain. You have to go, I have to go. Let us not be so paranoid about it. Let us understand that by becoming panic and by continuing to think about this, we will make our present situation miserable. Already the past is unhappy. Already we are unhappy. The past, this happened, that happened. We are not happy about it. But what can we do? Can we change it? Can anybody in this world change it? Nobody can change it. But can you change the future? Can you change from today and tomorrow? Can you be peaceful? The way to be
Yes, sir.
peaceful, the way to be peaceful is to trust the power that creates everything. To realize that life and death is just a drama. We come without anything, we go without anything. When we come, we are a small, tiny baby. When we go, we become ashes. Nothing, this whole thing, when we start realizing the truth, That's why we are having this call every day, right? The moment we realize the truth, we will attain peace. We have to learn to trust and to surrender, not to become panicked. Because when you get panicked, then we lose our peace of mind. Then we become unhappy. Then everybody becomes unhappy. All of you will be unhappy. If you keep thinking negative thoughts, you all will be unhappy. And the question is, what do you gain? How will it benefit anybody? What is over is over. You can't change it. Better count your blessings. There are some families where everybody has died. There are some families, I think you're hearing the news, one mother, father, child, brother, sister, all died. Count your blessings. Who has to go? They have gone. Let us count our blessings. Thank you.
And one more thing, sir. Is this our karma that we are facing this situation?
Absolutely.
Is this our karma is
not our. Not our.
Okay.
Each one has got their own karma.
Yeah,
that's why nothing has happened to you. Your karma is okay. Thank you. Thank God. Every day you thanking God. Your niece, her karma is okay. She's fine. Don't get panicked.
Where's this suffering? Our karma is, does our karma mean that why we all are facing this suffering of the loss of?
You are not facing suffering. You are creating suffering. Because let me tell you one thing. Everybody has to die. Even you have to die. Why should you cry when you see somebody die? I also will die. Come on. Let us accept the reality. We are not accepting the reality. Everybody has to die. It is their karma. Their time is over. They have to go. You can't stop it. When their time is over, they have to go. You can't stop it. Thank you. Lavina. Lavina, your question, please. Shivam.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Lavina.
I asked you a question about Vairagya.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm what I understand from your answer.
Yeah.
कि वैराग्य का मतलब हमारी लाइफ में कुछ भी एक्सट्रीम में या एडिक्शन की तरह नहीं होना चाहिए. करेक्ट और कुछ बस इतना ही है.
इतना ही है लवीना. ऐसा है. It's like this. One point is addiction should not be there. You're right. Craving should not be there. Addiction is the next step. Addiction comes from craving. Let me explain to you. Suppose you are craving for a glass of wine. I want wine. I want wine. I want wine. It's not an addiction. It's a craving. Correct? When you drink wine one time, when you drink wine two times, when you drink wine three times, then it becomes addiction. Are you agreeing with me?
Yes, sir.
So we should not crave also. Because when we crave, who craves? The senses crave. The tongue, the nose, the ears, the skin. Suppose you touch something, you want it. You touch something, you want it. That craving should not be there. Vairagya means to let go, not to desire, not to have passion. Passion means deep obsession, deep craving, trishna, ichha. We should not have, the right word probably is Hindi is trishna. Trishna nahi honi chahiye. Because that trishna will become addiction. That is vairagya. Vairagya is being a master. अगर आपका favorite food क्या है? What do you like to eat?
ऐसा कुछ पर्टिकुलर तो नहीं है.
कोई भी मिठाई चाट कुछ तो फेवरेट होगा ना.
मुझे सभी पसंद है खाने में.
तो सपोज यू लाइक कुल्फी. आपको सभी पसंद है. आपको कुल्फी पसंद है. आपको कुल्फी पसंद है. टेबल पे रखा है. आप बोलो आज मैं नहीं खाऊंगी. That is vairagya. To have control, to have discipline, to have self-control. That is vairagya. So vairagya has all these qualities. Thank you. Next question. Bisham, please ask your question. And I'm happy all of you are asking questions. And I want everybody to ask questions. Then only we will all move forward. Yes, Shivam, Bisham.
Sir, I want to know what is the difference between meditation and chanting?
You know what is chanting, right? Chanting is the process of repeating a mantra.
Yes.
It may be Om, it may be Alleluia, it may be Hare Krishna, any mantra. Okay, when you keep on repeating a word, you chant. Sometimes the chant is loud, sometimes the chant is in the mind.
Yes.
But this is just a method used to stop the mind from distraction. Meditation is a method used of silence. Now, some people use chanting in meditation. It is all Indo-fusion, huh? Indian food, Chinese food. Then you get mixture,
Yeah.
Indo-Chinese. So this is actually meditation means complete silence. There's no chant. There's just silence. There is just stillness. The real meaning of meditation is to meditate. To meditate means to focus. To meditate means the mind should be only on one point. Chanting, you'll say also my mind is on one point. Om, 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 om. But in chanting, the mind can be somewhere else. The mind can be wandering. You can be saying om, 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 om. Namak zyada dalna, put more namak, put more. Om, 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 om. Don't put sugar, don't put sugar. That is not no use of that chanting. So chanting is a method. And some people give lot of these days Buddhists. They all have every evening they all meet for chanting. Actually, it's a social gathering. All people get together everybody wants some social gathering. They're all meeting for chanting, and they all chant. What is the benefit of chanting? The purpose. The final answer to you: the purpose of chanting or meditation is to slow down the mind. Slow down the mind, slow down the mind, slow down the mind. When you slow down the mind, you experience consciousness. When you experience consciousness, you realize I am not this body. I am not the mind. That is the goal. The goal is to meditate or to chant. The goal. That's why chanting sometimes doesn't work. Because chanting, you're mechanical, too mechanical. But in real meditation, the mind comes slowly down, slow, and then you realize you get in a state of consciousness. Okay. I hope it is some. I know it's not a 2+2 answer, but I've tried to explain the meaning to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Visha.
5 people asking questions. Next is Ranveer.
Ranveer. Ranveer.
शिवम सर
Shivoham.
सर मुझे ये जानना था कि आपको कैसे पता चला और आप कब डिवाइन से जुड़ गए, आपको कैसे रियलाइज हुआ
क्या रियलाइज हुआ
कि आप डिवाइन से कब जुड़ गए? मतलब आई मीन आपको परफेक्टली रियलाइज हो गया कि आपको मतलब और कुछ सीखना नहीं है, आई मीन आपको सारे जवाब मिल जाते हैं?
This is a very good question. A lot of people should be asking this question, but some people feel shy to ask this question. कैसा question कैसे?
अभी तो सर एक सिली क्वेश्चन हो रहा है, उस पे भी आप हंसेंगे, पहले ये कंप्लीट कर।
नहीं देखिए, एक बात हम क्वेश्चन बनने होंगे और हम क्वेश्चन हमें सवाल करने हैं भी क्या, तो keep on asking. So let me explain to you. I had 9 questions in my mind. My journey had 9 questions. I wanted to understand the secret of birth, and I wanted to understand the secret of death. I wanted to understand the secret of God and heaven and hell. Char. I wanted to understand the secret of karma, of reincarnation, and of the soul. And I wanted to understand what is the purpose of life. I wanted to have totally 9 questions I took in my bucket. And when I got the answers of all the 9 questions, what did I realize? मुझे क्या एहसास क्या हुआ? Ranveer, today if I tell you are not Ranveer, मेरे चेहरे पे आप बोलेंगे ठीक है एयरमैन ना, but after this call is over you are Ranveer only, no? You say अरे मैं तो रणवीर ही हूँ यार, मैं रणवीर के अलावा मैं क्या हूँ? रणवीर ही हूँ. लेकिन why is it for me? I know I am not air. I am not Ravi. How do I know I am not Ravi for sure? And you know that you are Ranveer for sure. Because when the realization comes, then you are completely 100% pakka. 100% pakka. For example, today, you don't know where God. I'll tell you to your face. How much ever I tell you, you don't know the meaning of God. I'll be honest with you. Next Friday, that's the topic. This Friday, we are talking on we don't know do we know where is God? Some topic like that about God. But I know where is God. I can see God in you. And I'm not saying just for fun. I can see God in you. I can see God in Sudeep. When I see Sudeep, I bow down to him, Shivoham, actually thinking he is God. It is not some drama or not some natak. So Ranveer, ऐसा एहसास होता है. एक experience आती है. So the question you asked me, see, I have found the answers to the questions I need. I had 9 questions. I got all the answers, which means I have understood the truth about life. But am I saying I have learned everything in life? No. I don't believe I have learned everything. Even yesterday, I told you all I learned a new word. I came and shared with you all a new word. Asangoham. I learned a new word. Every day, we must do what is called Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Every day we must be in yoga. Yoga means union with the divine. Every day, Ranveer, is a new learning. Every day we have to find something new. But is there something I have yet to learn? I don't think so. Which means that I don't have a question which is not answered. तो इसलिए मैं आपको challenge करता हूँ ना. मैं आप लोगों को क्या not in a bad way, not in a negative manner. मैं आप लोगों को बोलता हूँ, अरे यार ऐसा question पूछो जो मैं जवाब नहीं दे सकता. That is, I want to get stuck. I want to get caught in a question where I don't have answer. Because I am not giving the answer. Ranveer, mind you, I am not giving the answer. I am nothing. That is, I want. Who's making the noise? I am nothing. So, I don't know if you heard this or not, Ranveer. मैं कुछ हमेशा ये बोलता हूँ, मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना, जो भी मैं दिखता प्रभु, कन कन में तू है समा, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना, लहर एक हूँ मैं प्रभु, आता मैं जाता प्रभु, तू है समुंदर सारा, तुझ में समाता प्रभु, तुझी से मैं आता कुछ भी ना. So Ranveer, I hope you get the point. I am nothing. This is the answer I got. I am nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. So I hope I've answered your question. Bridget. Yes, Bridget.
Hi, Shiva.
Shivoha.
I would like to say how I can be happy every time. Like, which thoughts I have to keep in me to continue to be happy every time.
Today, somebody asked me the same question in Quora. Somebody asked me this question. Let me read out the question to you. It is, why do most of the people try to be happy, but at the end of the day, they are not happy? So is it the similar thing you're also telling me? I try. You're not using the words, but I like this question today morning. So the same question, I'm going to give the answer. Same answer I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Please pay attention, okay?
Yes.
Most of us, we are trying to be happy. Correct? You understand? We are trying to be happy. You cannot try to be happy.
You have to be happy.
Yeah, you got it. You understand the point, but I hope you understand the point.
Yes, I understand.
Somebody is trying to have a cigarette to be happy. Somebody is trying to fall in love to be happy. Somebody is trying to go to Mauritius to be happy. Somebody is trying to pray to God to be.
You have to be happy from the inside.
Yeah, you can be happy now. Now, Bridget is happy now. Are you very happy now? In this moment, are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Like that, you have to just be happy. So I like this question. I really like this question a lot. And you know, it's something very, very special to me. I thought this question is fantastic. So the question is, why do people try to be happy? They try, but they're not happy. Stop trying. You gave me the
Be
answer.
happy in the moment now.
Yeah, just be happy. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bridget. Next question. Huh?
Mohana.
Mohana. Rajkumar Mohana, right? Rajkumar Mohana.
Shivam,
Shivam, what-
busy. So actually, I had a question. Now, just I was talking about this happiness when you are talking to Ms. Visit.
Yeah.
Is not that happiness depends on ourselves only? How to create that?
Happiness depends on many things.
Yeah.
Happiness is a huge subject. Happiness, there's some happiness is just pleasure, momentary pleasure. For a child, it is an ice cream. Child is very happy. Child doesn't know anything more than that. For somebody, it is, for a teacher, it is making the student do well in the examination. Some people, they are very unhappy because somebody dies, they become unhappy. Same thing, happiness goes away, they become
Right.
unhappy. So Rajkumar, what is your specific question?
My another question is that what is the philosophy of human existence?
The philosophy of human existence is happiness.
Yeah.
What you just said before, every human being wants to be happy, but human beings are not happy.
Right.
Every human being wants to, this is the philosophy of life. And the philosophy of human existence is called LIFE, life.
Right.
Life means, LIFE means liberation from ignorance and finding enlightenment.
Right.
L, liberation. I,
Yeah,
ignorance. F, finding. E, enlightenment.
Right.
That is the philosophy of life.
Is the happiness not depending on contentment, self-contentment?
Yeah, happiness, the first happiness comes from achievement. For example, I want success, first happiness. Second happiness comes from contentment and fulfillment. It's higher than achievement, higher than success. But even the person who is content and fulfilled, they also experience misery. They experience physical pain, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. How do you escape from the triple suffering? You grow from achievement to contentment and fulfillment, and you go to the ultimate peak of happiness. The ultimate peak of happiness is enlightenment. Have you got the book on enlightenment? Have you got the book?
No, I am waiting for the books, but I had already given my everything.
Same. Okay.
What
We
I
have,
needed,
because of
but
this
I didn't
lockdown,
receive
hopefully
any
next week, if the lockdown is clear, next week we'll print the books. And so
I'm longing to read many more books. I'm having the hobby of reading books.
You have some copies of some books. You need books, I will send you.
Yeah, sure. I need it.
I'll give you as many books as you want.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajkumar. Last question for today.
Amitash Shukla and Kiran Katuria.
Amitash Shukla and Kiran Katuria. 2 questions. Yes, Amitash.
Shivam, Master, thank you for
Shivam.
giving this session.
Yes.
Master, I have 2 doubts.
Yeah.
My first doubt is, being on a spiritual path, should we maintain one arm distance from relationships, as relationships are a big cause of suffering and even avoided by spiritual seekers in Hinduism?
I don't think you need to keep one arm's distance from relationships if you realize that every person whom you want to have a relationship is God. The people who are keeping one arm distance, they have not realized the truth. Every person whom you form a relationship, don't become addicted to one person. Don't get attached to one person. Don't be possessive of one person. Love everybody. Love everybody. Have relationship with everybody. Sabko pyar karo. That's what. That is the right way to live. The way to enlightenment is not suppression. It is realization. That what you're talking about is called suppression. Don't suppress it. Because if you suppress it, it will burst. If you realize it, you will see God in everybody. Then you will not feel disappointed. Don't have any expectations. That is the way. You have a second question?
Master, in your answer, I feel a little confused. Can I say, I would like to clarify. So
Yes.
are you implying that we maintain detachment in our mind, but we be with people and enjoy it?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's called detached attachment. It's called detached attachment, but not not having relationships with the bodies. You must have relationship with the soul. You must look at everybody as a soul. You must look everybody. Don't look at the color of the skin. Look at the soul within. Then only you should have relationships. Otherwise, you keep one arm's distance. If you are thinking all these people are the body, then you also keep distance.
Understood, Master. Thank you so much for your guidance. My second doubt is,
yes,
I don't have a zeal for spirituality, but I do get short, occasional phases of zeal or spirituality. How do I become a consistent and serious seeker?
Who told you you don't have the zeal for spirituality? Your being on this call and asking questions shows you have got a zeal of spirituality. Don't believe anybody who tells you don't have zeal. Don't even believe your mind that is telling you that you don't have zeal. You are, the spirit in you is already seeking the truth. You are asking this question is proof that the spirit inside you, that is spirituality. What is spirituality? It is the spirit inside you that is seeking the supreme spirit. Take this word from me and go forward. That's all.
Thank you, Master, and thank you to our administrator. Thank you.
Thank you. Kiran Khaturiya, last question for today.
I have one question, sir.
Kiran Khaturiya. Ravindran. Okay, Ravindran, yes. I can't hear you. You're muted. Please
sorry.
unmute. Yeah.
Question is very simple question that which is the very suitable time for meditation if you recommend? Is it in the mornings or evenings? When you say there was no specific timing you have told, do you have any?
The time which is the least disturbing time. If you're working with the US company, you're working with US companies, then
yes.
if you say 3 o'clock in the morning is the worst time. Because you'll be getting 100 calls and 100 emails at that time.
Yes, yes.
So the time which is the best meditation time is when there is no disturbance, when everything is shut out. That is the best.
And one more thing is the meditation to be done while lying down in a bed in a sleeping mode, or
you can do meditation when dancing, you can do meditation when walking, you can do meditation if you understand the real meaning of meditation. Okay. And the administrator says the time is over today. We will continue tomorrow. If Kiran Khaturiya to you, I think your question was pending even yesterday. So Kiran, you
tell me tomorrow. Never mind tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Time is up. Never mind. Let it be tomorrow.
I thank all of you.
Shivam.
Thank you for all of you for again coming on this call. Very interesting questions today. I am grateful to all of you for making the question and answer session so interesting. I hope it is beneficial to everybody. Thank you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.